Welcome back to Arena Zagreb for the 2025 World Championship Day 4 Highlight Show. I'm your host, Eric Olanowski, joined alongside the Olympic gold medalist, the two-time UFC champion, Henry Cejudo himself. Erica Wiebe, the Rio Olympic gold medalist, will join us later on tonight's show. We'll talk about Helen Maroulis' moves of the day. That's more than one, the breakout performance of the competition, and review the finals at Freestyle 65 and 97 kilos and women's wrestling 55 and 59. And then we'll close it out previewing Wednesday night. Henry, let's start at 65 kilos. We're in the rematch from the Paris 2024 Olympic finals. Rahman AMOUZADKHALILI from Iran got the revenge he was looking for, teching Japan's Kotaro KIYOOKA in the first period. Talk about the strategic differences that won him the match here as opposed to Paris.
I mean, who was expecting that? Revenge is best served cold. And I think the biggest thing that I take from this match is the fact that he was anticipating every time the Japanese took a shot. He was cutting angle and looking for that crotch slip, and that's what he did. His power, his strength. I do believe that that's what the difference was in that match. Strategically, he was ready for him. The fact that he did take silver at the Olympics, he made it up today at the World Championship Finals.
And what makes AMOUZAD's style so difficult to wrestle? When you look at a guy like him, what is it? Why is he so difficult to wrestle?
He's always in position, and the other thing too is his explosive power. I have wrestled everybody from all across the world, and the strongest guys that I've ever gone up against are the Iranians. I mean, they come with strength, they come with tactics, but the biggest key was just defensively. He was anticipating the Japanese, and that's exactly what he did, and he got the victory. First period, can you believe that?
Unbelievable. First period tech fall in the 65 kilo finals. He is now a two-time world champion. Will move to the deepest weight of the competition, 97 kilo freestyle, where it was another rematch from the Paris Games Olympic champion. Kyle Snyder of the United States won his fourth world title with a 4-2 win over Amirali AZARPIRA from Iran. What stood out to you about Snyder's approach here in the 97 kilo finals?
It was a hand fighting. It was a hand fighting. The fact that Kyle Snyder, particularly that second period, he continued to hand fight. He continued to hand fight to eventually get that takedown. The Iranian did not take enough chances, and with the fight and with the hand fighting of Kyle Snyder, he was able to get that victory.
He did pick up that 4-2 win, and now you start to think about the Mount Rushmore of USA wrestling. You think of Jordan Burroughs with the 6 world titles and the Olympic gold. Snyder with the 4 world golds. He does have the world silver as well, and then you think to the Tokyo Olympic silver medal, Rio Olympic gold. Where do you put him?
He's definitely stepping on the toes of Jordan Burroughs. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. It's Olympic medals, they trump world championships. That being said, Kyle Snyder is still young. He's looking at 2028 with more world titles on his belt. Who knows? He could become the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I agree with you. You put another 1 or 2 medals that is, on his resume, and I think he would be up there with the likes of Jordan Burroughs. And on a side note, 7 minutes after this all happened, when Snyder won his 4th world title, his Wikipedia page was already updated. So the fans were paying attention to the action here in Zagreb. We also saw Iran win the team title, 9 points ahead of second place United States, while Japan finished in 3rd place. And now we welcome in the second Olympic champion to the show. That is Rio Olympic gold medalist Erica Wiebe. As we move to women's wrestling, Erica, will start with the moves of the day. She scored not 1, not 2, but 3 falls. That is Helen Maroulis. Let's take a look.
Incredible action from Helen Maroulis. Coming back after Paris 2024, she wasn't sure what was left in the tank, but I think her performance at Budapest Ranking Series and her performance today showed that Helen doing Helen things in a Helen way is dominant. Anytime you're pacing Helen, she's circling left, she's got that right side overhook, be warned. There's the fireman's, there's the sweep, there's the whatever, Navy right inside trip. She's got it all, and she was devastating from this position.
And we'll move to the breakout performance of the J. Genesis Reyasco out of Ecuador went from 21st place at her last World Championships she's in the finals. And you actually had an opportunity to wrestle her in your career, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah, we wrestled a couple times. And I remember the first time I actually put my hands on her was at a training camp in Rome, the Ranking Series in 2020. And I was like, damn, this girl is going to be dangerous. And, you know, she has the physical capabilities. She has a great mentality, but always putting it together when it mattered most was the challenge. And so today she got redemption, beat Cuba's for the first time, putting herself in that gold medal match, and wow, she did it in incredible fashion. That's going to be exciting to watch. And I believe that she wrestled IPRI in her first tournament, in her first world championship ever, the U23 in 2019, I think, and lost. So a big rematch there.
That'll be at 76 kilos coming up tomorrow night. But let's move to the pair of gold medal matches that we saw starting at 55 kilos, where Kyung-Rong-oh at the Democratic People's Republic of Korea picked up a first period tech against Katarina Verbena of the UWW team. She was dominant. We saw her at the Asian Championships in Amman, and we saw her here. What stuck out to you most about Oh's performance, not only in Amman, but here?
Yeah, I mean, she took out Okono, that was the 2023 world champion at the Asian Championships earlier this year, and she had a continued performance here, pinning Uchida right off the bat early on yesterday. And just anytime she walks out on the field, it's dangerous out there for her opponent. So incredible run here for the People's Republic of North Korea, and they'll have another athlete in the finals we're going to talk about later.
And how about 59 kilos, where 19-year-old Sakura Oniishi of Japan pinned Maria Vinik out of Ukraine to cap off a perfect season. She won golds at the Zagreb Open, the Asian Championships, the U20 World Championships, and now here at the Senior World Championships. What do you think about Oniishi?
Ooh, Eric, is she going to wrestle U23s too?
I don't know. I've asked a lot of people, and they're saying that after U20s and here, they don't think she will, but I hope she does.
You know what? I love to see like the joy that she brings out onto the mat. She has the cutest, biggest smile. She had a really tough match against Vinik from Ukraine in that final match. It was a barn burner. I made the joke on the commentary that it was 8 points was scored against her, probably one of the highest scoring Japanese at a world championships in general, not just one single match. And that's just because we have so much respect for the Japanese women's wrestling team. And yeah, Oniishi was pretty much unstoppable, showed her cool and composure under pressure, was down early, and just came back and tucked it away. And so big kudos to Oniishi for that gold medal performance.
Yeah, I was surprised. I wanted to see her go under adversity. She did after giving up those 6 points in the first period, came back and picked up the full. But also, a lot of legends in corners, something, a side note outside of the on the mat, off the mat. When you look at the women's wrestling, and you had, I mean, you being up here is just another step in the right direction that we're trying to go with more women on the board. We have more women on the mat. We have now more women in the corner. Talk about some of the legends that are back in, giving back to the sport that you saw in the corner here at the World Championships.
Yeah, I mean, they are showcasing their skill, their technical execution, and also their coaching ability. And we saw that in the corner in that final match. We had Kaori Icho, four-time Olympic champion, in the corner. We had Yule Takac coaching Vinik, who's a 2014 world champion, incredible athlete. We got Sofia Mattsson and Johanna Mattsson, the sisters, coaching Sweden. Marwa Ami, Tunisia's first medalist, and now coaching and running that program. Even Tab Hussein, a throwback there. She's coaching with Poland. And so it has been so important to have women coaching women. And I think, women should take over the world. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just so great to see my friends, my heroes coaching in the corner, and it's an honor to call them.
Yeah, and you say women should take over the world. The last thing I say to my daughters every day before they leave to school is 2 girls can change the world. I truly believe that. Yeah. That does it for day 4. It's Women's Wrestling Wednesday all day. We'll catch you back here, 10:30 local time. Until then, for Henry Cejudo one last time, and Erica Wiebe, I've been Eric Olnowski saying, so long, wrestling fans.